New York enters the darkest blackout of its history, but the most dangerous thing waiting in the shadows is glowing. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy superhero cinematic stories. New York City went silent after a sudden blackout that tasted like fear. Streets froze, cars stopped, and every light across the skyline went dark like the world was unplugged. People thought it was a simple power failure until a loud electric scream tore through the air. Electro stood on top of a broken tower, glowing like a blue sun. His body cracked with lightning, feeding on every lost watt. Spider-Man rushed through the city, swinging through deep shadows, feeling powerless without the street lights guiding him. He could sense the danger growing from a distance, like thunder footsteps hitting his chest. When he arrived near Electro, the ground shook with electric waves that burned anything close. Spider-Man tried to shout, but his voice faded under the roaring energy that came from his enemy's body like a living storm. Electro laughed with a voice that sounded like sparks hitting metal, claiming he was tired of being weak and wanted the world to run on his power alone. He reached toward the power grid, draining anything he could find. Buildings shook and screens exploded. Spider-Man tried webbing him, but the web melted with a flash. His hands tingled painfully, reminding him he could not touch lightning and survive. While Spider-Man searched for a solution, strange thunder clouds opened above the sky with a loud crack that felt not earthly. A golden beam of energy flashed down like an arrow from the heavens. From inside the storm, Thor descended with his hammer raised high. He landed with a thunder stomp that pushed the air back into motion. His eyes scanned the broken city and locked instantly on Electro's growing power. Thor explained that Electro's sudden energy surge was not normal or limited to New York. It was disrupting the atmosphere around the world, shifting weather like a broken switch. Storms were forming without clouds, winds were moving against nature, and thunder was speaking without rain. Thor stated that if Electro continued feeding, the balance between sky and ground would collapse, creating endless lightning storms that could burn the planet. Spider-Man tried reasoning with Electro, but his enemy was drunk with power and believed the world deserved to kneel to his new strength. Electro shot a stream of lightning that almost hit Spider-Man if not for his fast flip. Thor stepped forward and absorbed the lightning with his hammer, but even he felt the impact. He warned that Electro was reaching a level close to an energy explosion. Understanding that brute force could destroy the city, Spider-Man formed a quick plan using only his mind and heart. He realized Electro's power was unstable, and the more he fed on electricity, the less control he had. Spider-Man used his webbing on nearby broken metal pieces to form a reflector trap. He needed Thor to force Electro to shoot a full blast into the trap at the same time. Thor agreed, lifting his hammer with electric power earned from centuries. Together, they drew Electro's attention, forcing him to release his strongest attack. Lightning burst from Electro's body like a volcano. The blast hit the metal trap Spider-Man designed, reversing the energy back into the ground, causing Electro to lose control. His glow faded and he collapsed, leaving crackling sparks fading around him like dying stars. The city lights slowly returned one by one, glowing like hope rising again. Sirens echoed as rescue teams arrived, while Thor and Spider-Man stood above a rooftop watching the city breathe again. Thor praised Spider-Man's bravery and mind, stating that power is never enough if wisdom is missing. Spider-Man replied that even the smartest hero needs help when the world is too heavy to carry alone. Thor returned to the sky with a silent promise that he would return if another storm threatened Earth. Spider-Man stood alone, looking down at the people cheering in the streets, grateful that lightning did not win. Though tired, he swung away, knowing every night could bring a new enemy, and every victory was only a pause. His mission was not finished, and New York still needed him.